Hey guys, Karsh from OneTap. So let's talk about how recurring list works. So recurring list is a super useful feature because if you're running a course or if you're running a multiple day event, you don't have to keep creating individual lists one by one by one. What you can do is you can just basically think of it as a binder or like a folder that has many lists inside of it. And then what that helps you do is that helps you maintain some sort of a schedule and kind of organize everything in one place. So to get started, you would create a list just like you normally could create a list. So let's just say it's for a meeting or for an event or for a class, right? But I'm just gonna say art class, right? And I'm gonna say, okay, for students, attendance in the art class, right? And I'm gonna say it starts, for example, today. And I'm gonna put a schedule here. So like Monday through Friday. Hit continue and then hit create list. And so the thing is, it works the same way as individual lists, but as you'll see right here, it will explain it to you. You're going to see a list for today's date, August the 24th, because based on the schedule, a new list is automatically created. So for example, today's the August the 24th, so we see a child list here for August the 24th. Tomorrow, for example, well, tomorrow is going to be Sunday for me, so it's not going to have a new list, but on Monday, it will create a new list based on Monday's date. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, going forward. So the night before, a list is automatically created for you. Now, you can always create manual lists and put them inside here. So for example, I want to say art class, and let's just say I had an online session, right? Maybe like an ad hoc meeting or like an online session, right? And let's just say for example, I had this on 24th, or let's just say 25th, right? And what you can do is you can just create this class for the 25th individually, and you can go inside the settings page and you can hit the pin to list and you can pin it to the art class. And so that way, when you go inside art class, you're going to see that as one of the lists. So recurring list makes it really easy to manage like courses and like repeating classes as well as repeating events, and each day you get a new list. So when you share a QR code as well for this list, like a check-in link, it will automatically go to the newest date. And now let's talk about how like the management of like the roster and like the list works. So the intended behavior is that the parent list, which is this list right here, and also this list right here on the dashboard, these are parent lists. So anyone you add into it is supposed to be like a template. Obviously you can do check-ins on this list, but we don't really recommend it. For flexibility, you can do it if you wanted to do it for the August 24th, but you'll notice that there's two lists. There's the first list for the child on August 24th, and then there's the parent, because we said the course starts on this day. We go inside here and we can always add people, and we can always do check-ins here. So for example, if I just add like these 4 names right here, and I can hit add selected, and I can do check-ins right here, but it's better to just like leave this as a roster. So like, for example, I'm going to say that these are the 6 people that are going to be attending the class, and the idea is that whenever the new list is created or copied, for example on Monday, it's going to have those 6 names there. Even if they're checked in, it's gonna start off a brand new sheet. So it's like a paper sign-in sheet, and it becomes a template. So imagine like these 6 people checked in and signed in. It's gonna copy all the names over, but it's gonna obviously start them off as being unchecked in from the beginning. And so we go right here, and then like for example in the child list, and we can actually kind of go ahead and do check-ins then. As a quick example, this is a graphic design course, as we can see here. This is what the structure looks like as well. And you can also customize this further by adding in logos and stuff like that. But in its essence, this is how it works. And the today's tag is automatically added to the today's list on this view. And inside the settings page, we can adjust the schedule here. We can turn off the settings for auto add profiles. So what that means is like if we add a new profile into a child list, do we want it to automatically go to the parent? For example, let's just say Sarah checks in, for example, on the 25th class. Do we want Sarah to automatically be added to the parent list so that her name shows up every single time that the course repeats in the future, or do we just want that to be an exception? So that's stuff you can control from the settings page.